My mom always told me everything happens for good. But not to people who just believe that, but to those who actually keep going, one foot in front of the other, step by step. Giving up is never an option. Strive, fall, get back up, keep moving, keep flying until you reach the horizon. Just keep telling yourself that you can and you will watch me. Because you are your only competition.
Hey guys, hi. This is Abhishek, मास्टर टीचर ऑफ फिजिक्स एट वेदांतु. कैसी चल रही है मेरे बच्चों की जिंदगी? एकदम मस्त, एकदम बढ़िया. I know that I'm hoping really much that you are at home, staying safe and staying absolutely strong. है ना? एकदम घर पे बैठ के एकदम डोले डोले बना रहे हो, है कि नहीं? सच बताओ. Okay, great. Okay, so that's absolutely fantastic. Today I'm here again with again a very absolutely amazing and interesting stream for all the science loving people, all the physics loving people, all the chemistry loving people, and all the mathematics loving people. So, people, today we are going to understand a very interesting topic, a very interesting career called as electricals and electronics. Now there are a lot of myths about this particular stream, stating that this does not have a future, this does not have a lot of scope, this does not have a lot of career in wholesome. But please try to understand that it all depends upon how much passionate you are, how much you are willing to work hard, how much dedicated you can be. Because people trust me when I say this. Even when I was in the aerospace engineering, when I went forward to write down an examination for ISRO, in ISRO the examination, there were only three categories and aerospace was not one of them. It was mechanical, it was electrical and electronics, and there was one more which I think it was computer science or it was just electricals. I'm not sure of that. Or it was aeronautics, I think. I'm not sure about that. What was the third one? But yes, aerospace was not one of them, but mechanical and electrical electronics was there. So obviously an aerospace person can write down the examination. That is not a problem at all. But yes, these were the three most sorted out of streams even for ISRO, and a lot of what to say a space based industry as well, and obviously mechanical based industry, wherever automobiles is running, wherever in your life you have the usage of electricals and electronics, people who do this engineering will be there. I really hope, I really understand that all of you guys must be believing that fact right now, right? But as I said already, all depends upon how much you guys are interested. So without spending any more time on the importance of this, I'm pretty sure I have made it clear. Let's go ahead and try to understand, okay, what and all we have to do to get into electricals and electronics per se. Okay, shall we? Now, before I go ahead and start talking about the stream itself, I also want to tell all of you guys that no matter, people, whatever your career is, no matter whatever your career is, Vedantu is here to support you in and out. No matter which grade you are, no matter which a board you are studying, might be CBSE, might be ICSE, you are could be from 8th, you could be from 5th, you could be from 12th, whatever grade you are in, people, Vedantu has made all its courses absolutely free for all of you guys. Absolutely free. The only thing which you need to do is just go onto that link which you see on your screen, vdnt.in/YT live. Just go onto that screen on that particular link, and once you go into the link, you have to just choose your grade and your board and your board. What's happening to me today? And your board, that's all. So you go for 10th grade and then choose the board CBSE if you are in, or choose 11th grade ICSE, CBSE, whatever grade and board you are in. Just choose that and click on enroll, and done. You are into a course, whatever you course want to be. It could be a 1 month course, it could be a 2 month course, it could be a 1 year course, absolutely free. So Vedantu is here to support you, people. We were one of the first to come up for the rescue of students in the online education industry. So go ahead and take your chance. Now let's go ahead and start today's session, shall we? Okay, people. So we are here with the topic of electrical and electronics engineering. So now obviously the first question comes in, ki what is this electrical engineering, for to be specific? Now obviously every sort of electrical system which is made in the world, every sort of electrical or electronic system made in the world is designed, developed, tested, supervised and manufactured by electricals and electronic engineers. So I'm pretty sure you understand ki what is the scope, because we are almost surrounded by electrics and electronics, isn't it? We are surrounded by electrical systems and electronics, isn't it? Yeah, to be laptop, cameras, mobile phones, mouse, earphones, speakers, tube lights, fans, ACs, inverter, generator, motor. Oh my god, I can't. A lot of them. So understand the scope by yourself. Okay. So okay, sir. So I just crossed 10th standard, or I will be in 10th standard. Until 10th standard, I do not have any particular stream to choose. But obviously, one day I will pass 10th standard, or I've already passed. I'm in 11th right now. So what stream should I choose to get into the engineering field of electricals? The answer is pretty obvious. I already told you one of the most important subjects for this is physics, chemistry, and mathematics should be your primary and core subjects. Though PCM should be your primary and core subject. Now, if in case you want to take a biology also with it to expand your the streams, you get so that you can write down NEET also, JEE also. It's absolutely on you. But to become an electrical and electronic engineer, you have to be good with physics, chemistry, and mathematics. And during this course of 11th and 12th, once you have chosen your stream, once you have chosen that you have to go into engineering, there are few certain skills which is required to actually train yourself as becoming a good personality. It's not only about academics, your personality also matters absolutely a lot. Right. So when it comes to personality and when it comes to your skills which are required, which you can develop during 11th and your 12th standard before you enter into engineering, which would be very helpful for you guys in your engineering field, would be absolutely having an excellent academic background in science stream. So how much of a work hard you can do, how much of a smart work you can do that. Make yourself strong in the academics because it will help you guys a lot in the engineering field. When I say academics, I don't only mean theoretical science or theoretical concepts. I also want you guys to be a lot practical, because people, no matter how much your theories, your theoretical concepts, your by-hearting things helps you guys in getting marks, but here in real life, people, it's not about marks. Trust me on this. Trust me on this. It's only not about your marks. It's about practical. It's about how much you can do it by yourselves. It's about how much practical knowledge you guys have. So it's absolutely equally important to have that. Cool. So train yourself to be more practical as well as more theoretical person. Now, critical thinking and problem solving skills will start coming in once you start becoming academically inclined. Then obviously you should have an enthusiasm for learning, which I don't have to say or emphasize much more. Basic circuit knowledge, which can obviously gain from 10th standard, 11th standard, and 12th standard, because you study a lot about electrical circuits. You study a lot about electrostatics. You study a lot about 11th standard, 10th standard, 12th standard. In all the categories, you study a lot about charges, current, potential, everything. You study a lot about it, right? So make all these things super strong, because when you move on to your engineering, the first year and the first year entirely you will be studying the same things which you have studied in 10th and 12th related to electricals. It happens to all the engineering streams. The basics are always from 10th and 12th. So make sure that you are super strong in them so that your college life becomes super easy. Moving on forward. Obviously, organizational skills and numerical skills will help you a lot in terms of team building, in terms of leadership skills, in terms of a lot of aspects. Cool? Okay. So let's get into it. Now, okay, sir, I understood, what and all I have to do personally to be in there, to pass the 10th standard, to gain the right skills from 11th and 12th. I am there, sir. Now, what should I do? Obviously, you need to write down your JEE examinations, JEE mains and JEE advanced. It's not necessary that you have to write it down, but if you have too much money, then you can go ahead without writing them. If you don't have much money, like me, if you're middle class family, if you belong to a lower middle class family or an upper middle class family, I think it's better to write down JEE mains and JEE advanced and get good scores in them. And once you get good scores in them, obviously you get placed into good colleges, some premium institutions, IITs, NITs, isn't it? I'll show you the list of the colleges also which you can join for electricals. Now, 4 years, so to become an electrical engineer, it's a 4 years degree in bachelor's in your BTech. It takes 4 years, and once your BTech is done, if in case you want to join, you can join a job also, or if you want to you continue becoming an electrical engineer, do your masters, then that's 2 years of masters also for that. And you can also gain experience and then start again studies. So it's absolutely on you. After BTech you can go to job and then do masters, or you can after BTech you can directly go to masters and do your job. So absolutely, it's completely on you. Whatever it's feasible for you, whatever is comfortable with you, you can do that. Cool. Now, one thing which I would like to mention it very, very clearly is, after your BTech, after BTech, I think I mentioned this in all my career counseling sessions. I really want to mention in all of the other. And if in case someone is not telling it to you, and a lot of students are not aware of this until they are into engineering college, and that's about GATE exams, right? Now, what are these GATE exams? People, similar to how JEE main and advanced is there for you to get into good college. Similarly, GATE exams are there after your BTech to get a good job or to get into masters for free or with a good amount of scholarship. Yes. Now, GATE exams after BTech, it will be the syllabus for GATE would be absolutely for the college students. It would be your field. It could be if you're taking electricals, it would be electricals examination of the GATE. It's just one examination, which is again competitive, which is again MCQs based. So you just have to go forward and attempt that GATE examination. And once you score really good in that, you might get a good amount of scholarship from any premium college to do your masters, even do your PhD, and also what to say, and also you might get stipend. Also stipend is a little bit amount of money where the government will pay you, the institution will pay you money to study in their colleges. So it's absolutely there, people. And also GATE examination scores help you to score good what to say, jobs as well. So it's available for both of them. It's crucial for both of them. So try giving that examination once your BTech is done. Okay, something which I want to tell all of you guys. I hope you guys understood now. Let's go forward. Now, what are the premium colleges that offer electricals and electronics? Pretty obvious. All the IITs. In IITs also you have Bombay, Delhi, Kanpur and Madras. You have NIT, Rourkela, Durgapur, Hamirpur, Patna, Sardar Vallabhbhai National Institute of Technology, Indian School of Mines. You have Maulana Azad, the National Institute of Technology, Amrita School of Engineering, College of Engineering, Trivandrum, Pune, and a lot of other colleges which are not there in the list right now. These are the premium colleges. You can have more amount of premium colleges. So it's completely your choice, whatever compatible you are with, and also depends upon your JEE mains, advanced, and as well as your 12th standard scores. Cool. Now moving ahead. Now, what are the careers that you can pursue once you become an electrical or electronics engineer? It's not only you will be always, electricals. There are a lot of other things to do. For example, micro electrical engineer, general electrical engineer, you have power engineer, instrumentation engineer, telecommunications engineer, electrical design engineer, a lot of other, and the industries which you can work on, the industries, obviously there are a lot of employment opportunities in railways, in aerospace manufacturing industry, automobile industry, airports authority of India, transmission industry, electrical works, navigational equipment, architectures, avionics, engineering services, a lot of them. So do not just think that electrical and electronics has a very small scope. No, trust me when I say this, there are a lot of scopes out there. Okay? So just be happy if in case you're interested in electric current, electricity, electricals, electronics, just go into it. Great? Okay. Now moving ahead. So what is the course fee, sir? How much would I have to plan it up right now? How much should I save to become or to my pursue my BTech or something without any tension in my mind? So yes, it's similar to all the other engineering fields. 1.5 to 2 lakhs per year, including your hostel fees and everything. Depends, again, varies from college to college. So this is the average amount. And obviously you have 5 to 8 lakhs going on forward for the entire 4 years. Now for your post-graduation program, it would be 1 to 3 lakhs, or depending on the college, that can also vary humongously. A lot of colleges actually take 10 to 13 lakhs for your masters. But yeah, it all depends on your GATE scores also. If your GATE scores are really good after your BTech, I already told you, you can get an absolute scholarship for 100%, and you can, get this one, right, the stipend money as well. The institution will provide you the money to get into their colleges. So yeah, try to give your GATE scores and do really well. Cool. Okay, so these are the few companies which take up electrical and electronics engineer: Google, Reliance, IBM, Siemens, Boeing. You have Lockheed Martin, you have BMW, Wrights, you have General Electric, you have also called as GE, a lot and lot of services. One of the major ones are the GE Electricals, which are really famous electricals and electronics. So if you're looking forward to it, I think you should try up GE. It is international company, and it is pretty good one, decent. Okay, so people, if in case you're worried, okay sir, now we have a very clear path towards the electricals and electronics engineering. So it's pretty obvious that I have to give my JEE mains and advanced examinations. I need to start preparing. So people, why to waste any more time? You already know about this. Vedantu has a Vedantu JEE channel as well, just dedicated to give you 100% results in JEE as well. To boost your rank how much ever possible, wherever you are or whatever standards are you are in, we are trying our level best to pick you up and make you at the top. Just for example, you know our toppers right now already. In previous year, we got ranked 1 in the PWD category, Sumit Jain, and we have three, what to say, toppers in the top 50. So yes, the result speaks for itself. Now, no other online education system has done this. No other organization has done it. And Vedantu was the first, kind of organization which who got three toppers in the top 50. So yes, there is no waiting at all. And anyways, there's a YouTube channel, so it's absolutely free. Go ahead and join. Subscribe to the channel right now. All of the courses have started. And yes, if in case you want any help in specifically mathematics subject, then BMath is there, done by our Neha Agrawal ma'am. She is an absolutely awesome teacher. She teaches maths to the most lucid way possible for JEE, for NDA, for NEET, everything. NEET to mathematics, I didn't need to mathematics. It's my mistake. Yes, all the kind of examination out there which involves NEET. So which involves mathematics. She is there. Cool. Okay. Moving ahead. Now, if in case after listening to all this, you are like, it doesn't feel like my stream. Biology is. You know, in biology also, Vedantu is dominating. We have VNEET channel, which is the biggest channel in the country. Yes, for NEET, biggest and the most amazing channel in the country. We have got more than 1 million subscribers right there, and this, which is amazing. And this channel is taking up all the subjects necessary for NEET in the most amazing way possible. It's run by our Arvind Arora sir, one of the most famous teachers out there in the country. And also, if in case you are very much interested into biology itself, to clear that up, I'm pretty sure you all know Vani ma'am, who is the favorite for students when it comes to biology subject. है ना? Please go ahead, people. Do your best and join BBioTonic and BNEET as well. You know what I say? Join all of them. It's absolutely free. Go and subscribe to all of them. Gain knowledge from wherever possible. Right? Okay, so I really hope you got it. And as per se, the bridge courses have already started for the 10th moving 11th standard students in the BBioTonic channel. Go ahead and subscribe. So, people, yes, 1 second, the slide is loading. Okay, just give me 1 second, people. Yes, so trying to, yes, we are back. Yes, join the, okay, yes. Now, I always keep this part at the end of the session. I really always keep this part in the end of the session because salary is secondary. Primary is what is your aim, what is your focus, what is your passion about, isn't it? That's the primary thing. So when we talk about primary subjects and primary things, I'm pretty sure it's all about knowledge. Secondary is the salary perspective, right? So in India, electrical and electronics engineer come out to be 4 to 5 lakhs per annum, and in abroad they go up to 7 to 8 lakhs per annum. But again, these are suggestive. These are very much varying from companies to companies, from institutions to institutions. But this is an average salary which an electrical electronics engineer get. Okay. Moving ahead right now. So yes, I think we are almost at the end. Now we'll just do a quick summary of whatever we learned right now regarding this particular stream and how to get into it. First, obviously, choosing PCM as your core subjects in your 11th and 12th. Then prepare first hand for your JEE main examination, advanced examinations. Then because it's always 60-40 ratio, 60 for JEE mains and advanced and 40 for your CBSE 10 board examinations. And then you go on forward for choosing electrical and electronics engineering in your BTech. And that's all is the journey. It looks pretty simple, but it is not, because it's a long process and it's a lot of hard work. So do great, people, and try joining whatever your passion is. We have done almost career counseling for almost all the kinds of amazing looked after careers out there. If in case we have missed a few careers out there, that might be probably because it is still budding, it has not grown that much, or its future is still not decided, and that might be the reason why we haven't done that career counseling yet. But rest all the ones which are already stationary, which are already doing amazing, which has a lot of scope, we have already provided to you. So career counseling is going to end up pretty soon, people. I think this is my last second, I'm not sure about it. I think this is my last second career counseling session. So make sure that you have watched all the career counseling sessions from all the other teachers also, and make sure that you're doing your best, you're deciding what your career should be. Great job, but no pressure. Take your time. And as I already said about the what to say, the free courses done by Vedantu. It's vdnt.in/YT live. I've already told you guys about this in the starting of the session that Vedantu has made all its courses absolutely free. One more thing, people, in the bottom line here right now, you must be seeing a link given. है ना? So it is vdnt.in/YT What is that? People, Vedantu has made or created, or what should I say, have introduced a scholarship admission test. Yes, that is VSAT, Vedantu Scholarship Admission Test. Now, what is it? We have anyways made your courses free. We also wanted to make your entire career in education absolutely safe and secure for you. Every student who writes down the VSAT examination, which is free and also online, so that you can write down your examination with in the safety of your home, every student from any grade, from any class, can write down this VSAT examination. The question paper to you would be given with respect to your grades. Attempt that paper. Every student attempting this gets a short scholarship. And if in case you score good, you might get 100% scholarships also. Already more than 25-30,000 students have written this academic year. 30 plus crores of rupees of scholarship has been already given out. A short goodies and gifts also has been given out. So what are you guys waiting for, people? The link is there. It happens on every Sunday. Give your best. Cool. So I think with that, people, I'll be going ahead today. It was a really amazing session. So if in case you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I really believe that you should, because my dear students, we are going to start our regular classes also. You must have seen the teaser of Umang and Pillar of Umang, and yes, we're going to start it this week itself. So make sure you're subscribing to the channel. The Umang series is a series where we teach each and every concept, each and every part of your syllabus in our YouTube videos. Make sure that you're joining it in the most amazing way. Cool. And also like this video, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget it to press the bell icon and make your notifications absolutely visible from this particular channel. And also one more thing, if you think that your friends might get help from this electrical and electronics engineer video, I think you should share this video as well. And also, if in case you have any doubts related to this particular video or this particular career or any other career, make sure that you put down the comments as well, and I will definitely reply to that. So don't worry about it. Take care. With that, people, I'll end today's session. Thank you so much for being a part of it. If in case you love this video, do let me know in the comments. Bye, people. Take care. Until we meet the next time, this is Abhishek signing off. Enjoy your life. Bye.